It's a sign. We ripped like a pretty much perfect Smash Duel, a pretty good Pokéduel. Like, we're gonna get good summons today, is just what I'm thinking. Alright, now that they got our whole lineup of Micaiahs on deck, out of curiosity, I went back to the old Micaiah summoning stream, or summoning videos, just to get an idea of the history, and really to see, like, on average, how many orbs does it usually take us to get a plus 10 Micaiah? The results are shocking. Okay. So in 2018, right, we did our big summoning session, our first big summoning session for the very first Micaiah. I had 700 orbs, and that specific stream, for some reason, was like the most viewers we ever got, and we never we never reached that peak again of like 140 viewers. We also failed to plus 10 her that time, which is funny. Yeah, I guess I advertised that one on the Reddit. For a while there, I was in the habit of advertising it on the subreddit, but I stopped doing that. I think a lot of people stopped doing that. I don't see a lot of people advertising their summoning sessions anymore. I just don't feel like it anymore. But yeah, we peaked there. Overall, I think when all said and done, I want to say it took us like maybe 1,200 orbs to plus 10 launch Micaiah, with some help from the 4% banners. Not a super useful data point, though, I don't think. 2019 was the first big one. Yeah, 2019 was the first big one, because we saved 1,400 orbs for Brave Micaiah, right? We were looking out for that the whole year. And we succeeded, pretty much, in getting our 11 copies, but it took 1,400 orbs. Which are still pretty good. I'm pretty sure that was below average at the time. Below the median. 2020, it took us ultimately like 2,000 orbs to plus 10 Duo Micaiah. So that was the worst one. And yeah, the highlight session for Brave Micaiah, I think that one got like a bunch of views on YouTube for some reason. That's a fun one to revisit, because that was when they got all the Giga Ninos instead of Micaiahs. But yeah, 2020, Duo Micaiah did not go well for us. I was underprepared for that one. I didn't have a stockpile of orbs. 2021, though, that was when we peaked. That was the peak of my interest in Fae. That was the peak of this... of the YouTube channel, I would say. Legendary Micaiah came out. I had 2,400 orbs saved up. And we got her in 1,400. So once again, like pretty well below the median. Averaging around 1,400 for each Micaiah. Except for the one outlier of the duo. 2022, Summer Micaiah came out. I was not prepared. But when all was said and done, it took us like 1,500 orbs to plus 10 Summer Micaiah. It's hard to tell with some of them because we did it across multiple summoning sessions. Like Summer Micaiah took like 2 or 3. Even worse than that, in terms of the number of times we had to pull, was Ninja Sanaki, who had Micaiah attached to her. That was like 2023 going into 2024 that we summoned for her. And I think when all said and done on Ninja Sanaki, it took us like 1,600 orbs to plus 10 her. That was when we got a bunch of Summer Shezes instead of Sanakis. Good times. Wasn't that long ago, actually. And then, of course, last year we got a Toon Micaiah. Doesn't even feel like it was that long ago. And a Toon Micaiah, we finished in like 1,200 orbs, I think, after a couple summoning sessions. So what I'm seeing here in the data is that we are like well below the median on all of these except Duo Micaiah. That's like 6 out of 7 where we beat the odds. Which is why, for today's summoning session, I didn't buy any more orbs, really. I bought like one small pack with like 20 orbs. And that was it. We're rolling with what we have. It's mostly free-to-play orbs. And we're just gonna see if we can beat the odds. We have a 10% chance of success. So yeah, let's do it. It's time. Yeah, we're praying that we miss the toxic here. I love that we start with Coconut Mall too. Alright, which color are we pulling? I forgot how to summon. Fuck. Yeah, man. Eeny, meeny, miny, blue. The free pull Micaiah would have been cool. Would have been really cool. We've done it before. But it wasn't meant to be this time. It's fine. It is iconic when you get it. And like immediately you're like, okay, well then what are the odds now? The odds were bad before, but now that we got one Micaiah, surely they're much better now. For today's playlist in the music, I just threw in a bunch of Mario Kart World songs, predictably. So yeah, we're focusing colorless. There are other units and the other colors that I would be cool with having, but obviously they're nowhere near the priority. Sigurd mergers are always good. I don't have Pressfelger, so it's an obvious one. Another Amarin? Okay. So the other thing happening here, besides Micaiah, is she's color sharing with a really good legendary, which is Sakura. So that's a pretty good outcome for us. And Sakura is on Earth, which is like one of the seasons I don't have covered, so that works out pretty well. I've got Wind covered, Fire covered, but not Earth or Water. So you're pretty much good to go if you have 3 out of 4 seasons, right? Yeah. Coconut Mall's repeating, hold on. Question is, do we get a Micaiah before Spark? If the first Micaiah we get is the Sparked one, that does feel like a bad omen. Like, we're gonna need to start seeing them pretty soon if we're gonna want to beat the 10% odds. Another Emran. Weird. So I guess in this case we do green. This is a weird banner. Besides colorless, like, it's not a super great banner, I don't think. Red is pretty bad. Green. Aether is good if you don't have her already. So like, I don't have Aether, so that's why I'm pulling green. I don't know what Noma has. He's kinda... I couldn't tell you what he has. Camilla's good, but I think people who want Camilla have Camilla by now. Surely. How many party... Oh. What would it take to divert this stream to the Horse Girl Gacha? I don't know how to answer that question, frankly. If the Horse Girl Gacha was based on like a long-running series of JRPGs... Almost pulled a red somehow. Almost did a fatal misplay. We're not gonna get what we want today unless I play out of my mind. I gotta play well. I gotta do some sick summoning trick shots. Never before seen. The Sarah Summer ult is pretty funny. It's odd that it took Sarah so long to get a seasonal ult. As like, she's like one of the first FE7 characters I kind of think of. But instead of ever doing her, they just do like Nino and Lurunia every time. Our pity remains intact, that's good. Just click through it, it's fine. Pity still intact. We're finna hit a summoning clip. We're gonna upload like a summoning montage with like air horns and shit. It's gonna go crazy. Does she have a seasonal ult that isn't dual in? I can't think of one. So perhaps you raise a good point. Even still, there's like 5 Ninos. Oh, okay. One of those silhouettes where I'm like, wait, who is this? Veronica. I'm not concerned yet. The lion doesn't concern himself with high pity rates. And just a weird number of 4-star specials. The lion definitely does not concern himself with 4-star specials. He ignores them completely. I'm pretty sure. Another Alarum is exciting for a certain subset of people. I think I have her at like +6 already. So yeah, she's getting closer. Unsettlingly close to max merge. A lot of winners in this circle so far. I'm sorry, alright, maybe I'm starting to get nervous. I'm not nervous because we have high pity, I'm nervous that like... No, I'm nervous because we have high pity. I'm nervous that our pity will get broken by a non-Micaiah unit, which is like, statistically more likely to happen than not. It's like we're more likely to see Alm or Sakura versus Micaiah. Also, just speaking on Alm, he's definitely the one I want the least. I would definitely prefer to see Sakura or Micaiah. Okay, that would have been the funniest time for him to show up, so I'm glad he did not, frankly. We are seeing gray orbs, which is good. I'm back in colorless hell. There's no escape. There aren't even any, like, 4-star specials that I want anymore. It's just unpleasant now on colorless. Pretty sure it's inaccurate to describe gray as colorless, but whatever. The game calls it colorless. So, people are in the habit of calling it colorless. I've gone back, like, sometimes, like, I'll just say gray. More recently, I've conformed to saying colorless, but it is harder to say colorless, so. We did get Ascended Joshua, which is cool. I did have him already. Among Us! We've gotten a lot of several 4-star specials. It's just interesting is all. At this point, I'm wondering, do we get to Spark without any 5-stars? That's kind of an achievement in and of itself. Here we go, 11% pity with 3 grays. I love this song. After playing Galaxy a bunch and just, like, getting used to purple coin missions, I'm all about this song. There's a remix of it in World, but I listened to the remix in World and it made me just want to go download the original. Galaxy All-Stars over a weekend. Back in 2021. I can't believe All-Stars is that old. It's weird to think of, like, 2020 and 2021 as being, like, a long time ago. But it was. This is where our pity rate gets broken. I can just feel it. This is bad. Trial of Viginology, oh no. It's like the Mr. Krabs clip. Stop that music! We do have to pull blue here. Okay, good. Don't worry, it's just a 3-star. We're safe. It's weird because this isn't even Sigurd's song. It's Leaf's song. All right, well. At least it's not Alm. There's still time. Can we get some McPrayers in chat? That's one legendary Sakura. I was kind of rooting for just getting to Spark without getting any 5 stars. I think that would have been the funniest outcome. Another one? Hold on. Pause. No. We hate that. Let's see, we're down over 100 orbs already. Oof. That's brutal. Well, this is always a pretty likely outcome, is that our first one would be the Spark. You guys know what this means? Do you guys know what this means? How many Emblem Heroes are in Fire Emblem Heroes now? How many Emblem Rings? Does anybody know? Does anybody know the answer? It's a single-digit number. Who here has played Sonic and the Secret Rings for the Nintendo Wii? I rented it when it first came out for the Wii, and it irritated me because I wasn't good at it. But my most pronounced memory of playing Sonic and the Secret Rings is when you would just like finish a level, like a really basic tutorial level, and then this song would start playing. It would start playing the butt rock every time. This song lives rent-free in my head. Also, the lyrics are incredible. One of the lyrics, if I may, it's part of the chorus. 7 rings in hand, wild with just one single hand. It's a good song. But yeah, unfortunately, I did not have time to edit a video for this one, like Lucia and Valencia. Just kidding. Let's get back to it. Let's get back on that grind. We got 10 more Micaiahs to pull, and it's all okay, whatever. If I get him at low pity, then I don't care at all. I'm happy in that case, actually. I'll take him. That's Alm. All right, let's check the odds again. All right, we need 10 Micaiahs still. We have 1,100 orbs. Okay, so we're like down here at 5%. Our chance of getting our plus 10 Micaiah has been cut in half. I have no excuses. Also, that does mean that since the one Micaiah we got was the Spark, we actually she's the last Carlos focus hero that we're gonna pull, assuming we pull her. Wouldn't that be another kind of achievement if we go this whole thing without ever pulling her? Just get like a plus 20 Sakura and a plus 30 Alm. I could rebrand myself. I could become an Alm person instead of a Micaiah person. Being an Alm person, much cheaper for your orbs. They don't ever release new Alms. I couldn't tell you why. If you look at COL, they have similar levels of popularity. Just saying. Anyway, we're back to the old grind now. The period after Spark is kind of a slow, grueling grind. In my opinion. Hey, never mind! Alright, now we're in there. Now we're talking. Now we're cooking. I won't play it every time. That is our second Emblem Micaiah, thank God. I just noticed I put an exclamation point here before. Shall we check the odds again? Alright, we now need merely 9 Micaiahs. I mean, come on, we're in single digits already. This is light work. 9 Micaiahs. We're looking at an 8% chance. There we go. We're on the up and up. If we keep trending this direction, then we'll have like a 100% chance of getting her, like soon. Anyway, speaking to what Zach said, yeah, this is like in terms of character art, this is like the coolest and most dynamic looking Micaiah so far. The other Micaiahs, like just like looking at the hair, for example, like they look kind of stiff. But this one has more motion. Also in like quick detour. In the damage art and the attack art, you also get more motion implied, which I like. Especially in the damage art. It's cool.
My ring.
Micaiah reminded me of my story about... yeah. Now's a great time to tell this story. Okay, so as you are all probably aware, there was a Fire Emblem Engage gacha machine in Japan where you could, you put in like 300 yen or whatever, and you get one of the Engage rings. The first machine had like the first 6 rings, so you figure it's like Marth, Sigurd, Micaiah, and others. Well, I went to Japan last year in May, and the entire time I was there for over 2 weeks, I was scanning every like set of gacha machines that I found. I went searching through like Gachapon halls. I was on the hunt for this one Fire Emblem Engage gacha machine. And I never found it. The entire trip, I never found one. I had just gotten the strong impression by that point that it was like, okay, this is either a rare machine or it's just retired, you know? That was my takeaway, is that it was probably retired. Because by that point, like, 2024, like, the machine would have been, like, a year old or whatever. But then... my friend Josh Red, he found one. In Osaka. Getting a lot of doubles here. We got 2 Dwyers. We got 2 of the same guy last time, too. Josh Red found a Fire Emblem Engage Gachapon machine. And he got one of the rings for his friends. Tragically, in like a Shakespearean type of tragedy, Josh Red did not know that I was looking for the Fire Emblem Engage machine. So he didn't know to tell me. There were a couple other guys in the group that knew I was looking for it, but Josh was not one of them. I never mentioned it to him somehow. And you would think, okay, well in that case, Josh, you know, he told me during the trip that he had found it. So I could have just gone back to that machine, because he kind of remembered where it was. Like, he could have told me where it was. The problem was that we were leaving Osaka, like, that day that he told me. I don't know how I didn't tell Josh Red. It's my fault. I mean, like, regardless, the whole trip, I was like, I was fiending for the Gachapon machines. I was just checking out all of them. Like, I was looking for the Engage machine specifically, but I was playing a bunch of them. Like, all of the Hell's Paradise machines I found, I played those. I played a couple of the Blue Lock machines, you know? I found some cool Kirby ones. I got some cool Kirby coasters that I'm still using. Some Pikmin ones. Actually, not so much Pikmin. More so Pokemon. Pokemon was the big one. A lot of different Pokemon Gachapon machines, unsurprisingly. There was one Rerun machine too, and I seem to recall it being one of the more expensive ones. Like 500 yen versus the usual 200 or 300. Anyway, yeah, that's the story of how I didn't get... Oh yeah, so I mean, obviously the reason I was looking for that machine is because I wanted to keep playing it until I got the Micaiah ring. Obviously. There are secondhand stores in Japan, like in Akihabara and other, like, nerd places, where, like, at these secondhand shops, you can just get the prizes from the Gachapon machines. You know, they sell them secondhand. And I found one store that had a couple of the rings, but not the Micaiah ring. Shout out to Alm, not who I wanted to see, but he's here. Out of all the units on colorless that I could pull 2 of, he is the one I wanted to have that. You know, I didn't want 2 of them, really. Really, I'd be okay with 0 of him. There goes our pity ray of 9%. So yeah, I failed to get the Micaiah ring while I was in Japan. Sad. Would have been a cool piece of merchandise. At the... I forget what the name of the building is. It's like a huge building in Akihabara. It's not the Mandrake building. It's like the radio building, something or another. I don't know if they're wearable, actually. I think they're pretty small. Alright, whatever, man. Never had Camilla before. It's fine. I'd rather her over Noma, or whatever his name is. Yeah, the rings are pretty small. So anyway, I was saying, at the second-hand shop, they had some of the rings, but not the one I was looking for. I think they had the ones for Marth and Sigurd, and I bought those. And at the radio building, I found some other, like, Fire Emblem merchandise. They had, like, these Fire Emblem Engage pins for, like, pretty much all the characters. So I bought the ones for Micaiah and Soren. Quest for Micaiah continues. I'm still having a good time, though. We got 900 more orbs to go. Like, this is good vibes right now. I haven't gotten a chance to do this in a while. Over 1,000 orbs for Micaiah. That's a Nino. Yeah. I got the pins. Well, okay, I got the pins for Micaiah and Soren. And then they had keychains too. They're like they're keychains, but they're also like acrylic stands. They're kind of weird. They're like acrylic blocks that also serve as keychains. I got the ones for Micaiah, Yunaka, and Etie. And I got an extra Micaiah one in case the first one burns. I should have done blue. Can we see? No. I gotta start playing better, man. I'm out of practice. Am I washed? I'm looking kind of washed, and I'm feeling kind of washed. Fuck! No! Oh, please stop with the alms. I'm so washed. I'm misfiring all my summons. Just getting a bunch of alms I don't want. And Sakura's too. What does Alm even have? I mean, yeah, these are good skills, but like... Look, at this point, I mostly just use Micaiahs in every game mode, and guess what skills they cannot inherit? Mostly. Lil Echo, I'll find a use for him. Having an infinite source of speed taker is kind of neat. I'd still prefer Micaiah, though. Heavily. We only have a McDouble right now, it's true. I don't even want to check the odds right now. we're gonna get this next Micaiah, and our odds are not gonna look good, I don't think. We have already spent almost 400 orbs, which is fucking crazy. We've only gotten one Micaiah, dude. Okay, whatever, man. It's just the one on blue I wanted the least.
Ooh, that's tough.
It really is. Ratatosker. Let's check the odds. We are down to 900 orbs, and we still need 9 Micaiahs. If we can get 1 Micaiah for every 100 orbs, then maybe we can make it happen. We are at about 4% right now. Actually, less than that. Like 3%. I've won these. We've come back from these. Probably. I like the distant scream. Listen, these summons could pop off at any time, alright? Stand by. You never know what's gonna happen. 99% of gamblers quit before they hit it big. Oh, there we go. Alright, we hit it big, we did it. That's our 3rd Micaiah. Very good. I never lost faith. With the Soth, that's true, there you go. That's what it takes to summon a Micaiah. Only 8 more. At least she's showing up sometimes. It could always be worse. And Leonardo, wow, we got a whole little Dawn Brigade reunion here, wow. I'm not sure I want to even check the odds right now. It's... Alright, only 8, let's see, 860. Okay, hold on, we're back up to 6%. It's about not giving up. The final puzzle piece. I just need to lock in. Like they explain in Blue Lock. As long as a task is not beyond me or too simple, then I can lock in and I can enter the flow state. Then I can start summoning Micaiahs easily. Just enter the summoning flow state. I'm surprised I haven't pulled more Sakuras. Just 3 Alms, 2 Micaiahs, and 1 Sakura. There's a JJK reference here, but it's spoilers right now. I'm not... So I've watched the anime. I've not read forward in the manga. I've gotten, like, some things spoiled for me in the JJK manga, unfortunately. With big ones like that, it's harder to avoid. I was gonna say it's impossible to avoid, but then I remembered you could just not go on Twitter, and then you're good. You can avoid most spoilers with this one simple trick. Fuck! Really just running out of potential scenarios where I'd ever be happy to see all. I said earlier, as if it's a little pity, I don't mind. I kind of mind a little bit. Like, I'm in the middle of something here, Alm, alright? What am I gonna do with all these alms? I'm not a big skill inheritance person, truthfully. I'm just not sweaty enough to be that way. Like, who has 11 units to give Speed Taker to? You have, like, 2 exciting ones, and then the rest are weirdos. I'll tell you what, Bo Hinoka is probably getting Speed Taker. Because it'll be funny. Not because it'll be good, but because it'll be funny. Etier could get it, why not? Etier, you know what? Etier probably gets an upgrade from Alm. I mean, maybe Tanya too, why not? Fuck it. I have Tanya at plus 10 too. That was a good circle. That was like a rest circle. We used that circle to recuperate our strength. Yeah, I'll have to look and see. I think his C skill is still pretty good, but like, that category of C skill, I think it's been power crept already, maybe? It's going off screen. Grants bonus units attack speed equal units max special equivalent count plus 2. And if units attack and trigger unit special, grant special equivalent count minus 2 to unit before unit's first attack. First follow-up attack during combat. Okay, I mean, there's probably a limited scope of units that can like really use that well. Like desperation units. I'm sure it's good on somebody though. I don't know if it's good on like 10 units. like when I pull 10 alms. For no reason in particular, I will discuss Micaiah's rerun in 2 months. Not that I'm planning to pull on that, you know, that's not the plan. The plan is to get all of our Micaiahs today. But, you know, just a little interesting tidbit. Her rerun's in 2 months, and she's color sharing with Larother, which is also pretty strong, but I think between Larother and Sakura, I prefer getting Sakura's. It's like I'm at a point where I can maybe go for defense mythic merges, but eh. It's Leela. Did I tell the story about how I stopped watching Futurama on Hulu purely because Hulu just stopped working? I was going through all the new seasons, and then Hulu just like stopped streaming the episodes, even though I had a subscription. It was annoying. I thought of it because of Leela. Anyway, these summons, not cooking right now. Just gonna go ahead and say it. Not cooking at present, but you never know. Here we go. 3 grays with 9.5% pity. Japanese for Sakura. Let me think about that. I mean, truthfully, I actually don't know what Sakura translates to. I know it's like a type of... I mean, is it just cherry blossom? Is that what a Sakura is? It's a common name, and also it's the cherry blossom trees. Oh! 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 She's back. Listen, you just gotta be patient. That's our 4th Micaiah. That's a +3 Micaiah right there. That's my highest merged emblem hero. Yeah, you're cooking. Holy moly. Oh my god. What the heck? We need merely 7 Micaiahs. You know, I didn't expect that our odds would actually go up, but I think they slightly went up. We went from like 6% to 6.5%. We're cooking big time now. Stop with the odds. Knowledge is weakness sometimes. Alright, alright. That's funny. Yeah, I'm thinking this makes the montage. I'm thinking this gets clipped. Well, back to the old grind. What's new with you guys? Anything cool going on? How's your car running? That's like that's a question I get weirdly often from family that are like checking in. Is like, how's your car running? It's like, I mean, fine, I guess. I guess I wouldn't have brought it up unprompted, but yeah, it's running okay. Shows I've been meaning to watch and haven't. Like what? K-pop Demon Hunters to be Hero X? I guess I asked what shows were in question, but I could have guessed there were going to be shows I never heard of. That sounds cool, though. K-pop Demon Hunters. I mean, I guess that's the premise of the show right there, is they're K-pop Demon Hunters. It sounds interesting. Yeah, I've never heard of To Be Hero X. The Netflix movie? I didn't know they had, like, Netflix original movies. I know they had Netflix original shows. I could have guessed they had Netflix original movies. Oh, it's all one thing! I never would have guessed. A movie about K-pop Demon Hunters. Okay. I mean, is it any good? Would you recommend it? Fuck! God. Of course, the one I'd get the most would be Alm. It's not even like a funny one like Summer Shez or Summer Mia. It's like, we've been here before. This has happened to me before, but it was like funnier those times. Are they hunting K-pop demons? Good question. How many alms is that? 5? Fuck. I'd be popping off right now if I had 5 Micaiahs, is all I'm saying. If I had 5 on top of the one I sparked, like we would be on fire right now. The energy would be different. It's okay. We're having a good time. Hero X had a super impressive trailer with full 2D, 3D style swaps. Apparently it lives up to its generated hype from a friend. Okay. I hope you enjoy it. There's a couple animes, not so much movies, but just animes I've been meaning to watch for a long time. Like earlier this year, it was Hunter and Yu Yu Hakusho, but now I've kind of watched those ones. Now there's Pandreo. Shout out to Nimblerat. Now I'm looking at like maybe Cowboy Bebop and then Made in Abyss. I know like I know very little about Made in Abyss, but I know enough to be intrigued. I think Cowboy Bebop is just like a classic that everybody has seen except for me. Wait. Did you actually jinx it? I will jinx it right now. There's a certain 3-4 star unit I've seen absent this. That's crazy. And Nimblerat's got like killer like chat lag as well, so you know that was legit. Like that was an authentic jinx moment right there. That's crazy. You summoned him. You conjured him. Nimblerat's been trying to get Pandreos for a long time, and he's not been successful. But I got one. You summoned him to my stream, is what I'm saying. You invoked him. We've now spent over half our orbs, which is brutal. We've pulled only 3 Micaiahs with half our orbs. Oh, there's a Sakura. Okay. At this rate, you know, pretty unlikely that we get like 11 Sakuras. Yeah, at this rate, it's pretty unlikely we get 11 Sakuras, but... I mean, that's still not like a bad long-term merge project, potentially, for our Earth Legendary. Our only competition in my barracks right now is Ike, so... yeah. Ike is not gonna cut it. Yeah, they play like while you're roaming the world. They're like radio songs that play randomly. This one does play in a race, I think. Actually, I think it plays in both. I've heard it both during a race and also on the radio in free roam. This one's really cool, because I don't know if there's ever been like a remix of the Yoshi's Island final boss theme in Smash Bros. Or anything. It's dope. I also just like the acknowledgement from Mario Kart of like the extended Mario universe. You get like Yoshi remixes in there, you get Donkey Kong Country remixes. I like it. How goes Carlos Hell? Oh, it's hell alright. Not because of the 3 4-star focuses, it's mostly because of the alms we keep getting. We've pulled 5 alms, only 2 Sakuras, and only 3 Micaiahs. I'm gonna clarify on our thing here that this was a sparked Micaiah. The first Micaiah we got was sparked. So it's been a little brutal. It could always be worse. We could have 0, or we could have just the 1 sparked Micaiah, but yeah, it's not feeling great right now. I'm gonna have to play out of my mind. In a different universe, you're done. If every alm was a Micaiah, you're right. We're basically there in that universe. Put me in like the 0.1 percentile of people who plus 10 Micaiah. You've heard of Shez, now introducing Alm. That's what I was saying earlier, is like, it's the same situation, but I don't know, Shez was just funnier and kind of felt more useful. I don't know about Alm. Surely me typing right now won't jinx the Party of Peace Pandrio coming out right now? I mean, let's find out. Let's see if you're 2 for 2. No, just a Sakura. You're safe. There we go. All right. Now we're talking. Very good. Very, very good. We love that. I need to make another thing here. Hold on. Yeah, I like this Micaiah's art a lot. It feels... I was saying it feels more dynamic, and I also just feel like they like really tried something different on this one as opposed to the past ones. Like Summer Micaiah, comparatively a little boring, for example. Oh, we finally ran out of places. Unfortunate. I made a lot of room. I moved a lot of guys to, what do you call them? Reserves. Yeah, I was just thinking actually, Joker, you arrived just in time for a break. Alright, we're back. So we still need 6 more Micaiahs. I don't think we need to check the odds. I'm gonna guesstimate that we're at about like 25% odds of success right now. Just guesstimating. Just crunching some numbers in my head. No calc. I think we're at about 25%. Maybe like, if you're not being charitable, like 22. I'm surprised by the lack of Sigurd, Restvelger, and Heather. We haven't gotten any of those guys. just Ratatoskr and Camilla. Yep. We're still going. I don't have much to say. 25% isn't that bad, that's right. I'm glad you agree that it's probably 25%. At first I was like, wait, another legendary Camilla, what's up with that? We haven't had a 4-star focus in a while before that one. It's too bad there aren't any... Well, first of all, there's no 4-star specials left that I want to merge, really. There's also no 3 4-star units on colorless I really want to plus 10. The only unit in like the whole 3 4-star pool that I'd be interested in merging is Medius, purely for arena score. It's like I'm kind of low on arena core units. I usually have to switch one of the Shezes back and forth between wind and fire. Alright, I'll take a Sakura. It's fine. We like Sakura. At low pity. That's specifically at low pity. We don't mind Sakura that much. Oh! Oh! That's the lowest pity possible. Okay. The turnaround? Is this becoming a Sakura sweep? Hold on. The double Sakura? Double Sakura into Chad. What a crazy combo. That's one for the highlight reel. Highlight reel for sure. Compared to all the other units in the 3 4-star pool on colorless,
Let's go gambling!
really feels like Kagero has a different energy. Like this one's a little different. It's like maybe the one where I maybe can't summon in public. Like just that one. Everybody else is pretty safe. Beautiful DS mic compression. Wait, is that where it's from? It's from like... Is it from Flipnote Studio? The Let's Go Gambling? I never knew that. It makes sense. Flipnote, okay. I don't know what Rax D Flipnote is. Is that like homebrew Flipnote? Is that like Flipnote for adults? Pretty brutal that we're already down to 400 orbs. Oh! Never mind. It's fine. Everything's fine. These last summons have actually been pretty good. We got 2 Sakuras in short succession. Like we have not gotten a pretty... We've not gotten a high pity rate. We've been doing pretty good. I'm playing better now. That's our 6th Micaiah. Only 5 remain. 5 and 400 orbs? That's possible. That's on the table. We could swing that. We can negotiate that. In fact, I'm so optimistic about it. Alright, we only need 5 more, right? With 400 orbs. We're still at like, it actually went down a little bit. How did it go down? Well, I guess that makes sense. Like, unless you're like pulling a lot of Micaiahs in like very few orbs, the odds are not gonna go up. That's basically 50%. That's true. It either happens or it doesn't happen. It's 50%. Just gotta hope it happens, as opposed to not happening. 3 gray orbs? I mean, come on. At least with Emblem Micaiah, like, I'm not resigning myself to anything. I'm just saying, maybe for like other people's benefits, like if they theoretically went into this banner with fewer orbs and less resolve, like if they left this banner and they couldn't plus 10 their Micaiah, then like it's actually not really a big deal at all. Like it's the benefit to max merging an Emblem hero is like it doesn't directly increase your arena score, it doesn't directly increase like your AR score or anything. It's mostly just the achievement that I seek. That's what I want. With circles like these, it's at least a 75% chance. That's true, we keep getting the gray orbs. The game's trying to make it happen. We just gotta meet the game halfway. Also, can I just say, not a single misplay today from me. No misclicks, as far as I can tell, right? Nobody called me out for a misclick. So by that metric, I am, in fact, playing out of my mind today. I think over the course of all my summoning sessions, I've had like 2 or 3 misplays, but that's all it takes for it to be a constant threat of something that could happen. I'm really afraid of jinxing it, but it does happen to be the case that we haven't seen Alm in a while. We've gotten 3 Sakuras and 2 Micaiahs ever since the last Alm. I'm just saying, I'm just putting that forward. It's like, yeah, I could swipe. I thought about swiping just to get up to 1400 orbs, because that was like the amount we had for Brave Micaiah and Legendary Micaiah. Oh my god. We don't need it. We have plenty of orbs. Because we keep pulling her anyway. That's our 7th one. It's like our luck is actually turning around, like kinda, actually. It definitely is, actually. It's maybe, yeah. It's like if our luck didn't change, then we'd be at like 11 alms right now. Seven rings in hand. There you go. I love that Micaiah happened to be the 7th emblem ring. What a wonderful coincidence. Imagine having 7 rings in hand. I'm not going to check the odds. I'm going to estimate, though, that we're at about, like, 33%.
Let's go gambling!
Let's go gambling is right.
Let's go gambling!
The thing is, I would swipe tonight, like in the theoretical scenario where we didn't get all our Micaiahs before the end. By the way, what's up with all the Kaguros? What's up with that? We've gotten a lot of these tonight. In the theoretical scenario, which isn't going to happen, where we don't get all the Micaiahs. It's like, I could swipe, but I don't think I'm going to, because, like, this banner will be up for 2 more weeks. So, like, in those 2 weeks, I'll be able to get, you know, a decent chunk of orbs. And then I can always just swipe on top of that, just a little bit. I never really have gone crazy with buying orbs. Never been in the habit of that, because, like, if you just spend until you get it, then that kind of takes away the excitement and just makes the whole experience dreadful and miserable. It's like, now you're not looking for, like, excitement anymore, you're just looking for relief. I was like, okay, I can finally stop spending orbs and money on this. That's always been my calculation. I relented a little bit on, like, never spending in the last year, because it just seemed like the time to maybe try out spending a little bit of money. There was like the one time where I spun the Wheel of Wailing and I got $100, I think. Cool Sakura. I'll take a Sakura. How many Sakuras is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? That's pretty cool. The thing is, even if we pulled like just a bunch of Sakuras and no Micaiahs, like that's still like not a bad outcome. Sakura is very strong. Save for the next bi-weekly phase stream. True. Tune in for the bi-weekly phase stream for more summons, maybe. Probably not. What happened? What, my playlist is not shuffling correctly. What gives? Alright, that's new, I think. It's our favorite song. The Route 10 theme. I forgot what I was talking about. Something about gambling? Oh yeah. So I got in the habit of not ever spending, then I relented a little bit. For the purposes of this summoning session, I don't feel the need to spend, but
Let's go gambling!
I think that my unwillingness to spend does give chat room to try and peer pressure me into it, because they know it won't work. Like, if they are peer pressuring me into it with the knowledge that it would work, then it would be fucked up. But since they know it won't work, it's funny. You see what I mean? You're welcome. You're welcome for having such a solid resolve on never wailing. This is not the remix from Reborn. Although the remix you're thinking of is not technically not in the game anymore, I don't think. It's just the one that we used for a while. This new remix, I think, is also not in Reborn. I don't recognize it from Reborn personally, but it is also from Glitch City. I think. Like 90% sure. It goes hard, and it's interesting because it's like a late game area. It's like, I guess it doesn't matter, but I don't know. In my mind, I always think like a song is more likely to be iconic if it plays like earlier in the game during a part that like a lot of people played. But I guess everybody's playing to the end of Pokemon anyway, so. Like, this is after the 8th gym. But even still, everybody knows Route 10. Maybe it helps that Black and White only have like 10 routes as opposed to Sinnoh, where you got like, oh, Route 216. Yeah, that's a good one. Oh, bro, have you heard Route 240 in Pokemon Diamond and Pearl? That's a good one. It's like, it's just not as easy to remember. There's a Pandreo. The whole late game stretch of Black and White's MVP music. Yeah, the Victory Road music is good too. I always think of the Victory Road music. I think this is a weird tangent. When it comes to the Black and White Victory Road remix, I think very specifically of a video. I think I left it in my favorites playlist for a long time, and that's why I always think of it. Friggin' Redatosker. It was a video from Slowflake, who used to be like a Pokemon Let's Player. And he was rallying people to vote for Ditto in like an official Pokemon poll where it was like, whatever Pokemon wins will get released with their hidden ability. And so at the time they wanted to rally to try and get Imposter Ditto to be officially released. And so Slowflake uploaded a video where he was rallying people to vote for Ditto, and he used that song in the background. That's why I think of it. This is a video from like 13 years ago, probably. Coconut Mall's playing again. I would go to the next song, but I'm desperate for good luck right now. Coconut Mall will surely give us good luck, right? We did get 2 Nimble Rats in one stream. The blue unit that I didn't want, by the way. I wanted Tressfelger or Sigurd, and I got 2 Rat Datoskers. Great. Stand by. I thought we would be done with the summons by now. I thought we would slam through it. But it's taking a little longer than I expected. But it's not a problem, just... I thought we could save even more time by skipping the animations. Alright, back at it again. 200 orbs for what? 5 Micaiah or 4 Micaiahs? I won't check the odds. I'll just do some mental math and estimate that it's about like a 15% chance of success. Oh, it just went up. Oh, we're looking at like a 50% chance, I think. Let me just re-crunch the numbers here. We're looking pretty good suddenly. We have kind of kept pace, almost, of getting 1 Micaiah per 100 orbs. Only need 3 more, wow. 3 Micaiahs and 200 orbs, like I'm just saying, that feels doable. This could be either a very exciting last couple of summons, or it could be just dreadful. I know this is not like an uncommon take, but I kind of hope they just don't even try to remake Black and White. I would prefer like a re-release, honestly. Whatever that would look like. I mean, okay, Brilliant Diamond, Shining Pearl were kind of a re-release. They really didn't add that much. Let's see what we can get here. We're looking for Micaiah, in case that wasn't clear. Genuinely rather play vanilla Diamond and Pearl in spite of it all. That's psychotic. Lapis, you specifically helped illuminate me to how janky Diamond and Pearl are. With the AI and everything in that game. Is Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl really so soulless that you would prefer to play Diamond and Pearl over that? That's crazy. Like, Platinum's my favorite, obviously. But then I think I'd maybe want to play BDSP, just because it'll be a new experience. Yeah, you got the Grand Underground, too. Maybe I should stop pulling blue is the issue. Like, we're not getting Sigurd and Hresvelgr, we're just getting rats. I don't learn. Force XP share? Okay. And a level curve not designed around it, plus affection is enough to make it not worth playing. That's okay. That's compelling. That kind of reminds me of how I feel about, to a lesser extent, Pokemon Let's Go. But I think that game is more rebalanced. Also, if you play Diamond and Pearl, then you can use Glameow, and Mistreatus, and Murkrow. It's always a bummer when you're like, you're getting ready to play Platinum, and you're like, oh, I want to use Miss Magius or Honchkrow, that'll be cool. But you can't, you literally can't, they're not in Platinum, it's bullshit. Let's Go is weird because you get absolute piss XP from trainers, but catching gives a shitload. Yeah, they want to incentivize you to catch stuff. Let's Go is high-key very difficult Nuzlocke, okay. I don't think I've ever seen somebody Nuzlocke Let's Go. It's interesting. You catch one guy per route, so XP gain is awful. Oh, yeah. Huh. Unless you do like a contingency rule where it's like you can catch Pokemon purely for grinding XP. It's like you can't use them. I wanted to use Yanma in BDSP when I found out I couldn't. That's kind of surprising you can't use them. Because I thought BDSP added like... I thought it added like the evolutions basically, like the new evolution lines. Oh my god! Okay. Guys, don't freak out. This is a way where we're getting dangerously close to the timeline where we actually do this. Hold on. Hold the phone. That's our 9th Micaiah. We've gotten 4 Micaiahs in like pretty short succession. We actually started playing better. That's crazy. Oh shit. 2 Micaiahs and 138 orbs. You catch one, you need 50 unique Pokemon or else you get soft locked at Koga. Yeah, I would think like there'd be like an adjustment to the Nuzlocke rules where it lets you at least progress. Especially in my case, because I'm somebody who insists on never doing Deuce Claws. It's like I would probably just allow myself to catch Pokemon enough to progress. You already know what I'm doing. We only need 2 more Micaiahs. We haven't checked the odds in a while. When we last checked the odds, we needed 5. We only need 2 now. Our odds did go up kind of substantially. 13%? From the beginning of the stream, our odds went up. That's crazy. We played well when all is said and done. The alms couldn't stop us. That's crazy. Alright. All it takes is one more lucky Micaiah pull for this to become crazy. Yeah, the nervous giggling begins, exactly. We're in that zone now. We're in that zone where like every summon that's not a Micaiah like stings a little bit. It wounds me. Oof. It's like a 90% chance though, so I'm not worried. Unrelated, speaking of like resplendents we could probably use. Arthur looks like he's from a different game. Kinda. Arthur looks like he's from Codenames team. Yeah, that one artist was different back then from the rest of the character arts. Not that that's a bad thing. The variety in character arts is one thing I actually really appreciate about Faye. It's like, sometimes I see what Pokemon Masters EX is doing, and it's like, it's obviously it's always the same art style. They don't even really do character arts, they just do like the models. It's like they advertise the models that you get in the game, I think. Yeah, I agree. I like that Xenoblade 2 has that variety as well. It's like a big JRPG like Xenoblade 2. It's like an unexpected place to do that, but I think it works. Like I remember being kind of disoriented by it at first, having like different character artists for the different characters. Could he be the harbinger of the end? Is he here to put us in our place? is he here to remind us? You know, come to think of it, at this point, we've actually pulled more Micaiahs than alms. That felt like an impossible scenario, like not long ago. We pulled 8 Micaiahs and how many alms? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. What did I say? Harbinger? The Herebringer? It's a long G. Harbinger? Oh, that does kind of sound right, actually. I looked it up, and I'm looking for like the Harbinger pronounce. Yeah, I think you're right.
Harbinger.
Wait, was there not an R in there? Harbinger. Oh, that's why I thought it was Bringer, because I thought it was... I thought it was Bringer. What an idiot. I thought they were bringing something. I thought that was the whole point. I got bullied for saying it with a hard G. I think people that bully you for mispronouncing words should... I think they should not do that, frankly. Controversial stance. It's like, if I ever correct somebody on how to pronounce something, I'm always very low-key about it. Nice, Anna. Okay, we're now in the zone where now it's feeling maybe not as exciting. Maybe we don't get a last Micaiah before the end. You'll win in Sun? Kinda. We're in a precarious situation right now, Slushy. I only need 2 more Micaiahs, which is a really good outcome that we got this far. However, I only have 76 orbs. So overall, it's not looking good. The odds are not in our favor, but it's barely possible enough to be exciting right now. Yeah, it's rough. But we've won these before. We've gotten back-to-back Micaiahs before in situations like this, have we not? When I was revisiting the old Micaiah summoning videos, there is the one where I finished Duo Micaiah, and that was the one where, like, I think I had plenty of orbs left, but I pulled the second to last Micaiah, and then the next summon I got the last one. It was a back-to-back for the last 2. Exciting times. These, however, are suddenly less exciting. It's not looking good. We only have 50 orbs left. But all it takes is 1 more Micaiah to change the energy completely. If we got back-to-back Sakuras, we can get back-to-back Micaiah. True, it can happen. Yeah, I didn't have Haether before, so I had her in the would also be nice category.
I'm Haether.
However, she did break my pity, which, you know, is fine. Suddenly start using 120% of his potential. There we go. That's what I need to do. Here we go. 3 gray orbs. At this juncture? Can I just say the Elucidator is a pretty goofy name for Laurent. It's me, the Elucidator. Well, this is not good. 25 orbs remain. It's almost over, bros. I think we got 1 more circle. This is literally our last circle right here. Damn. Okay, maybe 1 more after this, and we just hope we get the 2 orbs. If we get 3 gray orbs here, that's awkward. Do I have any quests to accept randomly? I don't think so. Okay, we got the 2 gray orbs. Hold on. Alright, who wants to do a poll? Who wants to put money on whether or not these 2 last gray orbs have our 2 Micaiahs? Any takers? No, that's Setsuna. It's not who we're looking for. Yeah, we'll get more orbs tomorrow. We'll be back in just over 2 weeks. But yeah, we will return with a vengeance on this banner. We're gonna come back with like 200 orbs or so. I think that's the right thing to do. Otherwise, I'd be saving my orbs for the Rune rerun in July. But like, who comes first? Emblem Micaiah or Rune? I think in the hierarchy of needs, right? I think Micaiah comes first. Before Rune merges. Same voice actor. We got Haether at the end, a bunch of Micaiahs, yeah, I guess Sakura's. 2 different types of Camillas. I guess this is not the best way to see them all, really. We prefer to just do this, probably. Yeah, so we got 6 Alms, 9 Micaiahs, and 5 Sakuras. I really, truly cannot complain, because we did get more Micaiahs than anybody else. Maybe I should have spent... Maybe I should have spent money to get up to 1400 after all. It's fine. But yeah, we got surprisingly close. And yeah, it's a pretty good outcome. Really cannot complain. If I were to check the odds on like how many orbs it takes to get 9 Micaiahs, then I'm pretty sure we beat that median. Yeah, we did it. Yeah, I mean, look at this. The median to get... Oh, well, hold on. We only got 8 Micaiahs, technically. We pulled 8. But yeah, we're down here. So we got lucky. And when it comes to legendary banners, it can always be just so bad. You can get screwed horribly. So it's a relief we didn't have that happen. So yeah, I mean, I'm satisfied. That was fun. And like I said, we'll be back. We will be back in roughly 2 weeks for more summons. Alright, here's the deal. When this banner... Not this banner. When this banner came out over 2 weeks ago, we dropped 1,200 orbs and we got 8 Micaiahs plus 1 Spark. So we got a +8 Emblem Micaiah. And now it is the last day of the banner. I've saved orbs. And now it's time. It's time to go back in to see if we can get our final 2 copies.
You have one.
237 orbs to get 2 copies is not horrible odds. It's like 30% chance on, you can see on the screen there. I did buy like 1 summer pack. So I got like maybe plus 30 more orbs than I otherwise would have gotten from free-to-play orbs. But yeah, it's time. Time to go back in. Getting just the 1 would be really good, because then I can at least spark on her rerun in 2 months, and it's like, we're good to go then. Getting the 2 is obviously ideal, but yeah. We really just don't want to see a bunch of alms to the exclusion of Micaiah. We don't want to see any alms tonight, I'm going to be honest. Last time, like towards the beginning, before I got salty, I was like, oh yeah, I don't mind alm. But by the end, I definitely minded alm. We got some new stream team redeems. Summer Leo. That's a good pull right there. Lucky for you. And Corrin, and Siegbert, and Urk, an all red team. I remember when, like, the first year after Siegbert came out, he was like a weirdly consistent pity breaker for me. And he was not that good even back then. But yeah, I was saying before, you know, Emblem Micaiah has been fun to use for the past 2 weeks. I've mostly used her in Arena when she was a bonus. Nice Pandreo, by the way. In Ether Raids, I'm still in the habit of using Attune Micaiah because she has like that like debuff cleansing. But it's probably not even like, I could probably switch Emblem Micaiah because she can wipe debuffs just by swapping or whatever. When it comes to my Ether Raids offense teams, I'm very lazy about like changing them because I have to redo all their skills and all their emblems and stuff. I also used her in SDR. And in SDR, I did a little better than usual. I don't know if it was because of Micaiah. I think I may have actually swapped out Micaiah herself. I kept her ring on somebody. But yeah, SDR is always dreadful. I always try to make sure I just get my one win and then I can leave. I always like try a little bit to go further just to see if I can go up one tier finally, but it never happens. I've been on like whatever it is. Fuck! This is the one guy I didn't want to see. Huh. It's fine. Another alm for you. Who invited alm to the Micaiah party? I think we talked about it in the Discord once before. Micaiah and alm share a weird distinction. One is that they're both Sea Whale 3 winners. And the other is that they both have, like, brands on their hands. It's like a very specific thing they share in common. I think it's just those two across the whole series that have that. Is his attune skill even good? I'm sure it's fine. I don't know, when it comes to the echo skills, like... I'm not getting all of them, and I don't think anybody else is getting all of them either, is like... I don't know how many people are like really weighing which one is literally the best. Also, they get power corrupted like frequently enough to where I feel like it's kind of futile to try and like pull for a specific echo skill. Celica dressed Alm into Alm dressed Celica. I phased out the Celica we pulled so hard that I didn't even like register. Oh, did we get oh, we got Ascended Celica. It didn't even register to me. it was like, oh, it's a 4-star focus, whatever. I already had Ascended Celica, so it's whatever. Let's go take a look at her. Curious now. There she is. Nice, they're together now. Was the last Ascended like... It was Amelia a year ago. Yeah, they haven't done an Ascended hero in a year. It's like when they make a new hero type every year, they inevitably just kinda stop running the old hero types as often. Like, it seems kind of inevitable, because you have to make room for all the new, like, rearms and attunes and aided heroes. So far, the summons are not going well, by the way. That's my assessment. I wouldn't want to check the outs right now. Oh, here we go. We did get Heathrin last time on green. I think we do blue here. Got more floor opportunities from quests than from heroes. I don't know if that's true. Oh, in the past year? Okay, that is true, probably. Yeah, floors are interesting because, like, if a new unit comes out that you want to give a floor to, then really you're stuck just... It's like you have to use one that you saved. Otherwise, there's no way to get a new one. Like, if Emblem Micaiah comes out and you want to give her a floret, but you already used all the ones available, then you gotta wait until the next Ascended hero. And then there's Nimble Red, who doesn't use the florets, just collects them. Got like a gimmick account where he collects the florets. I guess it's been really easy to save orbs in the past year, because you haven't had to go for any florets. They were specifically making your life easier. Another unit I've enjoyed using recently is Sakura. I got 5 Sakuras last time, so I got +4 on her. It's my first merged Earth legendary. And I was actually able to be competitive in Water Earth season for the first time ever. In like 9 years of the game being out, so that was cool. I'm no longer limited to just Fire and Wind. I'm still mostly limited to those two. Man, just back in cold as hell. It's been over 2 weeks since we were last here, but it feels like I never really left. The same familiar faces. Will and Kaguro and Chad. They're all here, all my friends on Colorless. Please no pity breaker. Very good. We've got a decently high pity rate now. No need to be alarmed, just pointing it out. It's especially awkward too because like at the end of this month, in like 2 weeks, we're gonna get another banner, and Rune is gonna be on it. And I was trying to max merge him as well. So I mean, we'll see if that happens or not. I think I can probably still spark on that banner at least after this, if I just save the free-to-play orbs. Yeah, they've really been in the habit of making Micaiah colorless just a lot. Attune Micaiah was a nice break. But even still, there's like 4 colorless tome Micaiahs that all kind of do the same thing. I'm sure we talked about it last time. Whoa! We got any mods in chat? Oh, interesting. It didn't appear on like the chat box on the stream. Well, anyway, I'm gonna destroy this person. I forgot what I was saying. Oh yeah, I'm sure we talked about it last time, but like the fact that keep all the Micaiahs the same. It's like I'm of 2 minds of it. Is like, on one hand I kind of respect it, but on the other hand it'd be nice to have some variety. I guess the problem is if she's a staff, then like I don't know if staves are allowed to have effective damage. I don't know if we've ever had a staff unit that has effective damage. We have a 10% pity rate. This is uncomfortable. I'm uncomfy. The game is challenging me right now. We're at a negative level of comfiness. We're at a comfy deficit right now. Also, I like how it... So we did the one summoning session, you know, 2 weeks ago. It was a big one. I didn't get around to editing it, and it took me so long to get around to it that we're now doing the second session. So I guess I'll just combine these two into one video. It works out. Speaking of terrain effects, I feel like Faye's been throwing out less units with terrain effects recently. It's like they realized they were kind of annoying. It's like if Black Knight came out like a year ago, then he would have had some kind of terrain effect. 10.5% pity rate with 4 gray orbs in play. This feels good. This could be big. Let's go! We got our one. We're in there. Okay, that's excellent. Guarantees that at the very least, we can just spark for her next time. I guess we've really had 7 rings in hand for a while now. The video's outdated. Alright. Can we find her again in this same circle, though? Can that happen? No. You'll get Maria, and you'll like it. I feel like if there was ever time for her to show up, it would be in this circle. Like, if she's not here, then maybe I give up hope for the rest of this session. Moment of truth right here. Okay, we got smoke. Alright. Well, anyway, we got the one. That's good. We got a Mario Kart song playing right now, and just before the stream I did the last, like, knockout tour on mirror mode for 3 stars. Doing the knockout tours with 3-star rating at the end is really obnoxious, but for some reason I insisted on doing it in World. You have to finish in first place on each stretch of the course. Is really annoying. And you're very prone to just losing it as soon as you get hit by a blue shell. Green again. Yeah, in Wind we have Micaiah and Alencia. So Wind is like our best season, historically. On Fire we have Hinoka, and then on Earth we just have +4 Sakura. I may also have +4 Ike, actually. I kind of forgot about him. But Ike is... yeah. I don't see anybody running Ike in Arena. Ah, hate to see that. I was just about to start coconut mauling. He is very old. He's the oldest, in fact. Maybe an interesting conversation would be like, who's the oldest legendary hero that's still like at all viable? Because I actually don't know who it would be. My mind goes to like Lucina maybe, or Chrom. Oh, is like the third? Was it Fjorm, then Gunther, then Ike? Weird. Alright, I think we maybe have like one summon left. Yeah, I think this is it. Fuck. It's because I stopped playing Coconut Mall. Well. I mean, I have more orbs left. It's just if I go in now, it's going to be a circle with more than one gray. Now let's check it out. Oh, we got the one. Okay. Real moment of truth right here. The actual last one. No. 2 orbs left. When was the last time we had so few orbs? Well, hey, we got the one. Thank God. We avoided the nightmare scenario where we get 0. So that's good. Let's go ahead and merge our +9 Micaiah. Unfortunate. I think among all the other Micaiahs, I don't think we ever had a situation where we were left with a +9. I think it was always at least 2 we needed for the final merges. The sound I make when I'm about to be merged. And that's all, folks. At least for the summons. I gave her a Floret. I gave her an Iridescence. She's not engaged right now. Oh, no, she is. She has Lyn. She's all maxed out right now, except for the one leftover merge. Oh well. But hey, we got the one. I was saying that was what I was really looking out for, so I can't complain too much. Not a complete bummer, just a nice average outcome. So we'll be back in 2 months to summon for her, I guess. Before that, I guess I'll spark for June, or not June, for Rune. But yeah, Micaiah comes back in August, sharing with the Rother. It's not as good of a color share, in my opinion, as her current one with Sakura. The Sakura color share was pretty big for me. But I mean, it's fine. We're just going to spark for her anyway. That banner has 5 emblem heroes. Actually 6 if you include Micaiah. That's crazy. But yeah, then in July we have Rune color sharing with 2 guys I really don't want. But I guess I'll still spark on that one. It'd be nice if I could get Elm on that banner too while I was at it, because he's actually like genuinely helpful. Would be helpful. Because I don't have him. Thanks for watching. Join the Discord to stay up to date on everything going on. Subscribe on YouTube at Lupisaurus 2. and I'm gonna let you guys go early tonight.